Hello and welcome to Lookie Crafts. I'm Candace and today's sign was created by Crafty Butterfly Farris. And that is Miriam, if I remember right. So thank you very much, Miriam, if you're Miriam. It doesn't say your name on the back, but I seem to remember Miriam. So maybe I got that right. I hope so. Yeah, this is awesome. So here I am today, guys. I have this little book that someone sent to me just after I first started crafting, and I think her name was Deb, and I really can't remember her name. I haven't, but she sent me this beautiful book, and I have saved it, and so I'm going to use this book to write down questions about my medical stuff and doctors and what they are and what they do, and anything I can find out. And I thought that this beautiful little book would cheer me up and help me along and keep things straight in my mind because I have it written down. I just wish I had a better handwriting, but I do believe her name is Deb. So thank you to uh, Deb, if that is your name, and if it's not, thank you to whatever your name is. I'm going to go look it up after this video. I really should have looked it up first, but yeah, I didn't. I'm so sorry. But I love the little book, and from here on, it's going to go in my pocketbook and play a very important role in my life. Okay, so I just wanted to show that and thank Deb for sending me that little book. Because I was going to use another book that someone else sent me, but I changed my mind. I said, no, I'm going to use this whimsical little notebook and let it bring me some happiness. Okay, so this is a little bit of craft, a little bit of keep me company, and a little bit of a health update, and just what's happening with Candace. Okay, so on the jar front lid, I got two that I think turned out pretty good, and this would be glitter glue, the one that I made. It's got a lot of bumps on it, and I think that's going to be good to hang on to the paint. And so I'm really liking that as maybe a better primer. And any color will do. And this is this, which is what mostly I will probably use. This is just glue and water. Just glue and water in there. And I have three lids over here that need the glue and the water, or the glitter glues, whichever I decide. But the glitter glues do take a long time to dry. But I'm going to do this one first before I do any glitter glues. So I got my paint stuff. I got my brush and the dreaded hot glue gun is heating up and leaking out. It won't give me no glue when I'm trying to use it. Sorry, y'all get to see my nightie a little bit, but yeah, I don't really feel like getting dressed. So I got the results of my throat biopsy for the health update part of this, and it came out positive, so it is cancer. But the ear, nose, and throat man, I don't know how much he knows about cancer. He said he didn't think it would be much for me to, get rid of it. So, yeah, I'm going to write that down because, I need to remember that he said that. and I had my chest biopsy done, but the results on that isn't back yet. So I went to my hematologist, and well, he's the blood doctor, and he's the one I ordered the test to find what was wrong or what might be wrong. And he is part of a cancer institute. So I'm going to say he knows about cancer. So he said, what did he say? He said I wouldn't have to have radiation and chemo. And he said that I would have to go every day to radiation, to get radiation. And I would have the chemo right there in his office. So if I wanted to, I mean, I could have chose anywhere, but I know where that's at. So I'm gonna go there. So, and the front lady is real nice, and she said when I get home, I had questions, I could call her anytime, and she would answer my questions. So they're friendly there. But when the doctor asked me if I had any questions, the only question that came out of my mouth was, "Am I going to lose my hair?" And he said, "Yes." Like, there's no way around not losing my hair. So that's a bummer. That's got me shook up. Why my hair would be my first question, I don't know. So anyway, I got the bad news, and it's like I don't feel really any kind of way about it. I'm not sad or depressed or scared or anything. I mean, I'm bummed out I'm gonna lose my hair, but I ain't cried or nothing. My sister says I'm in shock because of the news, but I don't know. Excuse me. So they did say that the lymph nodes in my chest could be the same as my throat, but they don't know. They ain't got the test back yet, which means the cancer in my throat migrated. So that's not good if that happens. We're keep your fingers crossed that that ain't it. He said it could just be inflammation from autoimmune or something to do with my autoimmune syndrome. That didn't necessarily mean they were cancer at all. So that's what we're voting for, guys. Uh, the third option could be that it's a totally different cancer from my throat, voice box cancer. We don't want that one. Thumbs down on that one. So, but yeah, they said it was possible for one person to have more than one kind of cancer at a time. So they didn't give a name to the cancer that I got. They just called it, cancer of the larynx or something like that. I mean, so I thought different kind of cancers had names, but I didn't think to ask. So I am going to ask though how long it takes to have the chemo sessions and how long it takes to have the radiation sessions because and how often. I know I have to have the radiation every day, but I don't know how often I have to have the chemo. So if I have to double up that day, that'll be a very hard day because I have to leave early in the morning and spend several hours getting the radiation, and then in the afternoon, several hours getting the chemo. If it takes several hours, I don't know. It could be just, hey, here's an IV. Uh, when it's done, you're done. That's what I'm hoping for. So, I gotta go somewhere and get a port put in for them to do the chemo and the radiation. But my first chemo will be just in my veins because the lady said I had good veins. So on the 14th, I have to go to get a consultation on the port. And on the 15th, I get my first chemo treatment. And on the 10th, I have to go to the hospital to talk to them about getting radiation treatments. And I also get a whole new set of blood work done. So that's 2 appointments on that day that I got to go to. And that's the worst thing about it is I have to go somewhere every day. And if y'all been watching me for any time, y'all know I'm kind of a hermit. I don't like to go out a whole lot. So, yeah, I'm already trying to psych myself up to get ready to get up and get dressed every day and know I have to go somewhere. So that part's going to really suck. So really, most of my concerns are not about my voice box. It's more about I have to get up and go somewhere for take treatment for a couple of hours. I think my sister said that a lady she took care of took 3 hours. Well, that's a long time to just sit in a chair. Sorry. I'm sorry if y'all don't find this, uh, if this video is inappropriate or uninteresting or whatever. So, my hair is really long. Y'all might have seen the back of it. It's like really long. It's thinning because I'm getting old, but it used to be really thick. And I really hate to lose it. It's been with me my whole life. Of course, I need that in trim bad, but okay. So my question is, should I go ahead and cut my ponytail off so I can save it, or wait for my hair to start falling out and just let it, come out as it wants to come out? I think I want my ponytail, to save it. A braided ponytail. I'm also thinking about wigs. And I haven't done no research yet, but I have to get a wig and scarves or something. And, well, how do you keep a wig on your head if you ain't got no hair to pin it to? And my mother had a wig and she pinned it with bobby pins to her hair. So, yeah, I'm going to have to research some of that. I have to get me some kind of wig or something. Yeah, that's my big stress point. My hair. Not that I have cancer. Does that make any sense at all? No. No, it don't make no sense. But yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. And I'm not a vain person, y'all. I don't wear makeup. I ain't in there fussing with my hair every day. Dang, I put it in a ponytail and go. Or maybe I got it wound up in a knot on top of my head, and go, I mean, I'm not just a vain person. Maybe it's like my sister said. I don't know. Okay. So I was going to paint one of these pink. So I'm going to paint that one white again. I'm going to paint this one pink. I didn't get none of my stuff ready. I just sat down and started yapping. But the paint has to dry before I can do anything else anyways. So I thought, I would just paint these while I was yapping, but I did most of my yapping and not done nothing. So for at least the next 6 weeks, I know I'm going to be having the radiation every day. So I don't know how much I'll be able to get on the computer or how much crafting I'm going to be able to do. This may take 2 coats because it's not very dark. So I must paint these and set them up to dry. And I would appreciate all your prayers. And, I do feel like I'm blessed because, my friend Willie is here with me most of the time. And he could drive me to and from. He's been making sure that, because when they do stuff and put you under an anesthetic, you can't drive when you get up. And you got to bring your driver with you. And they have to sign something, that, and they're not allowed to leave the hospital. So through both of my biopsies, that's what he did. He stayed right there. So I don't know if he'll be able to, uh, or if I will be able to drive. I don't know. But he said he don't see why not. He couldn't take me to and from. So I ain't got to worry about that at least. And if worse comes to worse, I just call my sister and she'll come down here and help me. She lives in Alabama. But, as soon as I told her, she's like, I'll get on the bus and come. So I said, I'm good for right now. If it gets worse, then maybe, I'll let you know. But there ain't no point in that right now. As long as I can take care of myself. And I got somebody to drive me if I needed to be driven. Uh, you know, I think that'll be all right. Well, that's the worst paint job I ever done. So I'm not worried about that at least. So, no, I'm worried about my hair and a wig. That's what I'm worried about. I don't know where to get a wig. I don't know how to wear a wig. I sure don't want an itchy one. Okay, well, we'll let that one dry and be ugly. And maybe the second coat would be more pretty. I'll cover up the most of it anyhow. So that'll have to dry overnight. That was pretty thick. And I've decided that I want one. I'm going to use another one of those big gem stars that I have. And I have some little tiny clear stars. I think I'm going to pour out my gem bottles and see, excuse me, if I got enough. So I'll put the star here. I just put little stars around here and there. They won't have to be touching or anything, like 8 little stars, not on that lid, this lid, and see how that comes out. Actually, I got 3 more waiting on the side to be decorated. I got 1 more on the jar in there, and I'm sure I got more in the cupboard. It might not be this kind of lid, but a type of lid. I knew you had a big glob of something. Put that in the garbage. You got any more blobs? Yeah, right there. Sorry, I can't help but cough. So at least I don't have to go to Charlotte no more. That was a long drive. If I had to go to Charlotte every day, I wouldn't make it. So at least I could do both things right here in Statesville. So that'll be convenient. As long as nothing is in conflict with Willie's medical stuff that he's got to do, then I might have to find an alternate way of going. That'll be an all-day ordeal if I have to have both treatments in one day. I may have to fix me up something to take with me to keep busy. While they're doing what they're doing. Well, I should have left it alone while alone was good enough, but I didn't. Oops. Well, I don't know why I didn't put it on the jar. I got my practice jar right here. Okay, there we go. 2 jar lids painted. It might need second coat, but I'm gonna cover it up anyhow with stuff. That's the plan. That's the plan. So the paint don't have to be that great. I mean, I would like for it to be great, but I don't think it's gonna turn out that way. Okay, rinsing out my brush here. So talking to my sister, she's not very impressed with my jar lids. She did like my Happy Meal videos though, but she's not impressed with my talking or just talking or my jar lids. She ain't much on paper crafting either. But it is what it is, isn't it? So I gotta make me some tea dye paper. And that is why I wanted the little rocks for the tea dye paper. So I was going to put them outside. So, the wind that blow away. That's what I want my little rocks for. Take that. So now, if I can't remember why I wanted rocks, I can come and listen to my video and remember, hey, this is why you wanted rocks. I also wanted some bigger rocks to hold my clothes down when I hang them out there on the porch rail. Uh, that, my plug in the dryer is the wrong plug, and I don't have a hole for the vent. So when they put the floor in, they just covered up the dryer hole. And the maintenance man said it's because most people don't have a dryer. Well, if you got a washer, most likely you got a dryer. Anyway, seems to me like they could put some kind of cover over it. But you can't expect a whole lot. Okay, so I'm painting these. I think my sister wants me to make jewelry. Lorraine, she was all up into that little plastic container you sent me, telling me to put my beads in it. Yeah, she was real impressed with that. She thought that was the neatest thing. So, yeah, I got stuff to make jewelry with, and I think, I got it. I collected so I could get started, but I never got started. So maybe I will do some of that. But I'm gonna tea dye me some more paper and make me some more. Another journal, and some more. I've only made one big one. And I do like to make the little miniature ones. Where is it? Where are you, little miniature? Who's out here? Where'd you go? What'd I do with you? Where'd I put you? Did I put you in the door? No. Well, it's been right here for days. In a place that it wasn't supposed to be. I was going to show it to you. I sent one to Jen. A sassy Southern NC girl. And she seemed to have liked it very well. Well, what did I do? Well, now that's going to irritate me that I can't find it. It really should be right here. Anyway, I'm going to make some of those too, the little ones. Because I like those. It's a quick project. And if I find my scraps from my scrap challenge, or I guess that's what you call it. A lot of people sent me a lot of good papers that aren't scraps, so I was going to use some of those to make a little book. The little books, or to make journal spots or tags or pockets or whatever, the stuff that you put in a journal. I was going to use that. I know there's lots of journal makers out there. And there's lots of different ways and styles to do it. I still didn't put this on the jar, knowing I should have. I mentioned that I should have. Can y'all see anything? I got a pop up on my computer. Blocked my view, and I was over like this. So maybe you saw a little something while I was chatting. And maybe you're not watching. I got another pop-up. Maybe you're just listening to me. Well, you do your thing. This one keeps wanting to separate, but I guess that's alright. It's sticky. I just wanted to hold the paint. So, this one has paint, but it didn't come out pretty. I might give it another coat. And this one didn't come out pretty either. So, but you gotta have something on there, like this glue and water. Maybe I need a little more water, but I don't have any in here. So that the paint will stick. That's what I'm told. Still not using the dry. If it comes out, y'all maybe get sick and tired of watching me decorate jar lids. Because I have a lot of jars. Not necessarily this kind of jar, but I bought jars to put my crafty stuff in because I want to see what's in there. That's what I like about the jars, is I can see what's in it. And so I might have to decorate all those jars. Well, I can't take that with me to have any treatments doing. I don't know what I could take with me. If y'all got any ideas, let me know. I do have some yarn, but I'm in no way a yarn person. I mean, an experienced yarn person. I made one kind of like an Afghan for my dad before he passed. Well, they covered up again. How can I look up and see what you can see if it keeps doing that? I don't know. That one's almost dry. That one's almost dry. Of course, got pink paint on my thumb now. I'll push these over onto the paper. There. That's 5 lids. That's all I brought with me today. Is these 5 lids. And I gotta figure out some way to decorate them up pretty. Now, these don't necessarily have to be in my craft room because I drink out of the jar that comes with this lid. So I could have like this one I already made. It's pretty kind of growing on me. I already made it. So that could go on top of my drink. Any of these could go on top of my drink, I think. I rinse out my brush over here to the side. You can't see. Oh, I do have some other paints that, well, they found for me. Somebody was throwing them away, and he actually knew the people that was throwing them away, and she was getting rid of everything. So I do have a big box of brushes. She was not a good brush mom. But some of them are like in new condition, and all of them are good. So I got brushes, and I got some paints. I don't know if the paints are any good or not, but I have to look through them and see what I do with my. Oh, yeah. I can't find anything. I can't even find the dang flowers that I took out from Veronica sent me. And I found the flowers that Crafty Butterfly Farris sent me. I think Miriam sent me these yeah, beautiful flowers. And I think I'm going to make something with those. I don't know what, but I had decided that those pink roses would go well with those. Now I got to figure out where I put them. And I'm just not very organized yet, y'all. And I may not be a little bit organizing, but at least I can get the stuff, some stuff. And projects like these are simple, easy, and I can do them. But I gotta find the container that has all my crafty scraps that was sent to me. Yeah, my sister sent me some scraps. So I'm gonna try to find those before I get too bad sick. Even if I don't come online, guys, all you who pray and believe in Jesus, just pray for me, because, I'm not feeling up to getting on the computer and all. But I'm still here, still alive, and not in any danger. As far as I know, it's not a big deal as long as I take the treatments. And 6 weeks ain't very long. And they sure better have a bell for me to ding. They don't. I got a bell to ding myself. So I got my wipes back here. It might not be Miriam. I don't know. Crafty Butterfly Farris. Her name might not be Miriam. If y'all know what her name is, put it down below so that I'll know. I don't know why I don't have a little tag that tells me her name. But it's a beautiful sign. Alright, I got my hands all clean. See, Mom? Hands all clean. Except for that ink. Okay. So, if anybody knows about wigs, let me know what you know. If you use wig, my mama used wig. So, I guess there must be some kind of glue you glue your wig on with if you ain't got no hair. But I don't know. So, if you know anything about wigs, let me know down below. And maybe it's a website or something I could go to. No. Look around for some hair. That's when I gotta go hair shopping. I never thought I'd go hair shopping. But here I am. Oh, I didn't need my glue gun at all. And it's just sitting there pouring out like it's nobody's business. If I was trying to use it, it wouldn't give me none. Darn thing. Whew. Okay, so what else? I was had in my mind that I was going to decorate, but I'm waiting on paint to dry, so I ain't decorating. And I don't want all of them to be the same. I don't want them to all be flowers. I don't want them to all be gems. Just a nice variety, I guess. Let's see what I can do. Look through my dimensional stuff, so see stuff that. Because in a journal, you mostly want everything to be flat. I gotta find my little thing. Where's my little thing? Little thing, little thing. It's not on my cigarette. It's clear. Let's see if I can see it on the camera. It's a clear little thing. I lose it all the time. I've lost all my brown filters. Oh, there it is. Found it, found it. It's clear. If it wasn't for that little brown ring, I wouldn't have been able to find it. I gotta order me some more of the brown ones. I usually do that when I get to the last one in my package, but I didn't do it this time. So this little flower has glue on it and it makes it look ugly. So I was going to try to use some of my glitter glues to cover up that ugly with the glitter. I think I'll try this one since, you know, it's way at the bottom and it'll take a long time to get to the top. Are you going to move at all? I may have to add some water to all my glues. I'm sorry, this is a super boring video. Okay, well it does move when I smush it. But it ain't going nowhere fast, that's for sure. There it is. Down at the bottom. But I still need, I think I need to add some water. Yeah, it ain't coming out there. Let's see. I do have a paper clip. Got a little one. Open that up. There. Now let's see if I get some out. Well, it's down at the bottom, but it won't come out. Not even a little bit. Well, okay, I'm gonna get this hard. Just go in with the finger. Boy, this is good glue. It's really stuck on there. Okay, there you go. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, I got it. Right of love. I thought it was just for decorating. Alright, where'd my lid go? Here we go. Here we go. Look, my fingers are all sparkly now. Okay, can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm trying to get the glue to come out. Come on, glue. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle. Well, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out and spend this time with me. There's a blue bottle. So sometimes you just need company. Sometimes you just need company. Use my squirt bottle to give it some water. I screw the lid back on. Y'all didn't see none of that. But I done it. I told you I done it. Maybe it needs more water. I don't know. Just need a little squirt. Or it needs a big chunk of water. I don't know. So if this works, I'm going to line my yellow flower with some glitter glue. Well, I am getting some drops. I think I'm getting water though. So I should mix it. And you know what I need? I need a little BB or a little marble. And that would help mix things up. Or I could put a stick in there and stir it. Let's try that. Let's put the stick in there and stir it. I got plenty of popsicle sticks. I think I need some more water. How to save your glitter glues. I think some of these were expensive. They're supposed to have some thickness. Okay, now I got a glitter stick. Put a little glitter on this flower. It'll take away from that ugly glue. So I can save his little life. Well, I may be making it worse. We'll see when it gets dry. That's what he looks like now. Put my lid back on and see how that does. So I'm going to put him upside down. Where can I put him? Over there. Okay, I gotta find my... Now, I want my glitter glues to work. I thought I could outline some of my ink project. I was going to make some ink stamps and then color them with my inks and kind of outline them with my glitter glues. If they all ain't, this much a pain in the butt. So I have some ideas, it's just getting to it. So I guess I got till the 15th to get done everything I need to get done. I got the thing I get food stamps, so I got to recertify for that. So I have to go down to the SS office and get my income letter because they want one within 30 days, even though it says the same thing it said in January. So I got to do that and go by the office, just turn that in. I could mail it. Boy, that's sticky. My hands are sticky. But I kind of don't want to trust the mail because I need the food stamps with a little bit of get. And when Willie's here, he does the cooking. So I don't have to worry about that. He likes to have something to do. There ain't no outside stuff for him to do. Except for the yard, and he kind of just ain't looking too enthusiastic about doing that. So that's all right. He was a blessing in my old house with the yard. And he's being a blessing now by helping me out. So, I mean, dang, I've been using his phone since I moved in here in the middle of January. So I'm gonna say that stick. That might be pretty on something. He's been patient coming over just in case people call. He's got all my medical stuff on his phone. And see, I didn't get one. I was waiting on my son to come over and help me get all the stuff off of my old phone because I got to trade in my old phone. And I don't want my personal information to be just everywhere. But I guess when I sit down and figure out how to get that downloaded to my computer and deleted from the phone. And just bite the bullet going down there and get me a phone. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just that I don't know how to do what I think I'm supposed to do. And my son didn't come by before he left. So I'm going to have to try that. And see if I can figure it out myself. Okay, guys, I guess that's all I had to do. Prep some of my lids and try to save my little purple flower. That's some kind of crafting, ain't it? And next time, I guess I'll come in and try to decorate these up some. So, come back next time. And you might see some actual putting together. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry this is a long video, and I'm sorry my pad is crooked. I hate crooked. Don't y'all hate crooked? And I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. if you know anything, uh, you could tell me in the comments, or you could email me and let me know what you know about that. And if you don't know anything, just keep praying for me. That's all. And if anybody wants to send me cards, I'd love to have them. And send me a card. It's a real pick me up to get a card. You know, if you make cards, send me all kind of cards. When I was in my old house and depressed and everything, I mean, that they were really very helpful. I mean, she will never know just how helpful they were just to get a little card, from her. So, I really appreciated them. And I didn't get to show them all online. So there's several I didn't make videos on. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, that's it. Just a little keep me company, a little something to keep my hands busy. Uh, I'm not like freaking out or anything, but I'm kind of on hold. Sorry. Hope my sound was good this time. I tried to get my mic a good distance away, but close enough where you could hear me without the echo. But I never know until I'm done. All I got is two little bouncy lines to know that, my sound is working. Okay, I got another poppy up thing. My computer has a mind of its own. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming to spend this time for me. And please say prayers. Now I need all I can get. And there's the Lord will have you to do. And I will see you next time. All right, bye bye.